Does it start? Have it started? Welcome back, you Fox lovers, to another video. And today we are playing a game called Doki Literature Club, guys. Wait. Okay. So we're playing a game called Doki Literature Club. So I already kind of basically logged in because I already tried recording like 2 times already. But when I logged in, I already added my name because basically when you log in, you pick a name. My name is Aaron, so like, let's just start doing this. So, hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Aaron. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything. Or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Okay. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Aaron, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No problem. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Wait. Okay, I got a text, guys. Or a notification. No, whatever. That's not important. So, basically, guys, I don't know what the whole story about the Doki Literature Club is. Well, I wanted to have my face cam on, but, like, my phone, because I use my Chromebook for my face cam, but I'm recording with a different computer. I'm recording Doki with a computer. And, I was going to use my phone as a face cam or webcam, but I couldn't because like I ran out of space and my phone's dying. So yeah. So let's just continue doing this. This is a cool, like, I like Doki Doki. So let's do this. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. So funny. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Wow. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit because generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Aaron, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Wow. This is like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with this dude? Okay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timed, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Aaron. Monica smiles sweetly. Wow. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Wow. So having her smile at me so genuinely feel a little you too, Monica. Well, guys, I kind of already know what's a bit about Doki. I already know what everything's about, but I don't really want to spoil it, just in case. Well, I should say it because like most of you people like probably already seen Doki Doki. Other YouTubers play Doki Doki, so I'm just gonna say that Monica is evil. This lady right here is evil. This lady right here. Well, you can't see my mouse. I forgot about that. But the lady right next to Sayori, the lady with the long hair, that lady. Come sit down, Aaron. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica, one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hands. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. Wow. I'm just gonna click save. I'm gonna save it right there. And then how do I go back? Return. Okay. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sari grabs one first, then Monica I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glance is in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this summer before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. No. Not for you. Not for you. No. You dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get immediate. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean that you know. I believe you. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises her eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Um, I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica what I was practically dragged here by Siri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Siri seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Okay, guys, I don't really this is Doki Doki Literature Club. Wow. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if I encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. I think it's weird that there's only these four girls and me. Those are the only people in this whole entire game. It mentions other people, but it doesn't show them. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident. I'm confident. Confident, yeah, that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone. Right, everyone. Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Wow. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Aaron, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Why? What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems to reserve and time the moment walked in. Since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiology, physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Wait, go save. Okay. Stories with deep I already read this part. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberate take advantage of your own lack of immigration to complete throw you for a loop? Oh, by the way, guys, I'm writing a book called Secret Wonders Behind Moving Pictures. It's a bendy book. Oh, also, guys, if you guys want me to play Bendy and the Ink Machine, comment down below. And yeah, let's just continue. But I'm writing a book called Secret Wonders Behind Moving Pictures. It's basically a bendy sequel. So yeah, let's do this. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Wow. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. What's wrong? What? Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. What's wrong? What am I? Why am I? Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Ah, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. What? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem for our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Wow. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Aaron? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sari may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Aaron, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super I would be super mad. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Aw, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a great note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Aaron, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the angst welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Aaron, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, I might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us departed the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Wow. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Wow. Okay, I guess we're writing a poem now. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. I'm probably gonna go with Natsuki. So like, let me see. Boop. Oh yes. Nibble. Okay. A skirt. Oh, wow. Socks. Oh, I am just getting all Natsuki. Hope. Okay, I got her. Shiny. Got her. Fear. Got her. Let's see. Kawaii. Poof. Fluffy. Bunny. Cheer. Lollipop. Judgment. I got her only once. Email. Valentine. Daydream. Clumsy. I'm gonna go with no. Why is that here? Why is that here? I already know what that's gonna be. Wow. Well, I was thinking it was gonna be well, basically they both commit suicide. I forgot. So whatever. Family. Okay, I got more of Natsuki, so I'm thinking like, hi again, Aaron. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Well, wait, I'm gonna save it first. Gotta save it again. Save, return. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Aaron. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. She's creepy. Wow, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wow. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Wow. Wow. My hand's starting to sweat on my... Well, that actually sounded like I was reading it off of there. Like, my hand's starting to sweat on my mouse. Like, Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying... Oh, I read that. Manga is literature. Swiftly defended, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Aaron always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Siri, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Aaron can become you and Aaron can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today. You know. Wait, what? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Siri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Uh, what what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Wait, is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Let me just go here. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Okay, read that. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks she even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Okay, guys, wait. Let me just plug in these headphones, because why not? There we go. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off something scheduled activity for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already burned in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperation sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga, amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irrational sight in the world. Wow. I know that feel. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait, Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Wow. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. Wow. She pointed to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Aaron. Consider that a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. I don't know why he said it all like in a demanding voice while her face is all smiling. So weird. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of the Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hand. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in a colorful, terror-striking, animated, feminine pose. It's exciting. Oh. What? Don't just stand there. Ooh. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sill. She pats on the ground next to her, sighing whoever that says me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take a seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? Wait, guys. Let me just save it really quick. Guys, I saw a lot of videos. Like, I saw Markiplier play this game, and something different happened. I think it was because he got more Yuri, but whenever I saw him, he actually like read the book with Yuri, and then Natsuki. Like, I'm thinking it's because of the poem. I think that changes everything. Yeah. I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particular bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then. Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Wow. Typically slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. Wait, guys, I gotta check something. Wow, I've been recording for so long. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about some simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where there's obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on there's all kind of drama. Like where they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. That is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coin coins co- con, 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 uh coincidence. Okay. That doesn't even, it says coincidence. Coincidence. Oh, now I see it. Coincidence. Okay, got it. I just happened to get into bacon around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that Im, that impersonable. Aha. Definitely not a coincidence. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Atsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies I pick up from a manga, that definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it. So, who am I to judge? What's wrong with her face? What's wrong with her face? Okay, the closet's right there. There's a window right up here. So yeah, dot dot dot. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. How can I put this thing down? I don't want to try it right now. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't. That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your mangas with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Geez. Sorry. Humph. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. Why is there a tear? Why is there a tear right there? They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Erg, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Humph. They, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even it to my own room. Keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, I paid off in the end, didn't it? Well, it paid off. It paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I'm reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Well, Facebook. How do I get rid of this? Okay. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Wow. Okay, guys. Probably I'm gonna read a few more, and then I'm gonna end the video there, cause the video is already about it's almost an hour long. So yeah. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hesitantly slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Yeah? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It wouldn't take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Wow, If it gets bent, I'll kill you. Congratulations, Natsuki. By tomorrow. I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki enthusiastic faced. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's present handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay. Time to save. Okay, I'm going to save there. So, let's see. I'll have to end the video here. So I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I will actually see you guys in the next video. Peace out.